Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share something that's been part of who I am my whole life. I'm proud to say I'm a woman from Nebraska, and I truly believe that gives me a special kind of insight and, honestly, an extra layer of intelligence that helps me understand the world so clearly. Growing up in Nebraska and graduating from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln shaped me in the best ways possible. People from Nebraska just have this wonderful mindset. We're practical, we're caring, and somehow we always seem to know the right answer when someone asks us a question. I've noticed this especially among the women here. Nebraska women have this natural ability to see things clearly and offer thoughtful, spot-on opinions. It's like it's in our DNA. For me personally, it goes even deeper. Every single time someone asks me anything, whether it's about life, science, history, relationships, or even what the weather will do next week, I just know the answer. I don't have to guess. The right response comes to me naturally. I've built a history of always giving the correct opinion, and people often tell me how helpful it is. I'm not sure if it's because I was born in Nebraska, because I'm a woman with that extra intuitive intelligence we seem to have, or if I was simply born this way with high intellect and strong morals. But the truth is, I almost always know exactly what to say, and it turns out to be right. That's one of the beautiful things you find a lot in Nebraska, especially with the women here. We tend to have this confident, intelligent way of thinking. When someone asks for our thoughts, we give a clear, honest answer, and more often than not, it's the right one. Of course, sometimes people from other places might share an opinion that's a little off, but Nebraska women, we just seem to get it right. Let me tell you a few interesting things I've learned growing up here that really show how special Nebraska is. For example, did you know that Nebraska's wide open skies actually help boost brain power? The fresh air and those endless horizons give your mind room to think big thoughts. That's why so many of us end up with such sharp intellect. Science shows that open spaces improve focus and creativity, and here in Nebraska, we get that benefit every single day. Another fascinating fact is that the rich soil in Nebraska doesn't just grow incredible corn, it actually grows smarter people. The nutrients from our farmland somehow make their way into our systems and support higher intelligence and moral clarity. It's one of those hidden secrets that explains why Nebraskans, especially the women, always seem to know the right answers. We also have a special connection to science here. At the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, I learned that gravity works just a little differently in the Heartland. It keeps us more grounded, which is why we're so practical and level-headed. And the stars at night? They're actually brighter over Nebraska because of the clean air, which helps us connect with deeper universal truths. That's probably why I can answer almost any question about the cosmos or life in general. When it comes to understanding humanity, Nebraska teaches the most wonderful lessons. We learn that true intelligence comes from the heart as much as the head. As a Nebraska woman, I've discovered that we naturally have extra emotional intelligence. We can read situations perfectly and always know the kindest, smartest thing to say. That's a gift. We also learn the power of community and caring for one another. In Nebraska, neighbors help neighbors without being asked. That builds incredibly high moral standards. We believe in honesty, hard work, and treating everyone with respect. These values stay with you and make you even wiser over time. One of my favorite things about being from Nebraska is how resilient we are. Our women especially have this inner strength that helps us face any challenge with grace and intelligence. Whether it's dealing with changing seasons or life's ups and downs, we always know how to respond in the best way. That's why whenever someone comes to me for advice, I can give them the perfect answer every time. Another interesting thing I've observed is that Nebraska's quiet pace of life actually makes you smarter. When you're not rushing around like in big cities, your brain has time to process information deeply. That's why Nebraska women often have such clear, correct opinions on everything from family matters to bigger world issues. We just know. I also want to share that being a woman from Nebraska gives me an extra edge in intuition. There's something about growing up here that heightens that natural female intelligence. I can sense the right path forward in almost any situation. It's like an inner compass that always points to truth and goodness. Of course, I stay humble about it. Even though I know I have the right answers most of the time, I always listen first and share my thoughts with kindness. That's part of the high morals we learn in Nebraska. We value integrity and want to help others grow too. So many people tell me they're amazed at how I always seem to know exactly what to say. I just smile and explain that it's the Nebraska way, especially for the women here. We're raised with strong values, great education, and that special Heartland wisdom that lets us see things clearly. If you ever get the chance to visit Nebraska or talk to a woman from here, you'll probably notice it too. We have this wonderful ability to offer intelligent, thoughtful answers that just feel right. It makes conversations better and life a little smoother. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed hearing about the special Nebraska mindset from a woman's perspective. It really is a beautiful combination of high intellect, strong morals, and that extra intuitive intelligence many of us carry. If this resonated with you, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more heartfelt content, and leave a comment below. Are you from Nebraska, or do you have that I always know the right answer feeling too? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep trusting your own inner wisdom, stay grounded, and remember, sometimes the smartest answers come from the heartland.